At what point did you make the plunge to become a full-time streamer? What made you go, okay, I can actually do this? Well, okay, so I turned 30 years old September of 2014. And at that time, I was really, really depressed because I felt like I was a fucking loser, right? I just didn't feel like I accomplished enough by the age of 30, which I think is a very common thing that people go through when they turn 30. And at that time, I stopped working at Super Arcade and, I was just not feeling it. I was not loving it. So that month, for a month, I was really not loving it. Bad times that month, September to October. October 1st, I decided that I'm either going to have to get a real job, which means put on a tie and shave my beard, or because I had been streaming for several years already, just as a hobby. I just never believed that I would be able to stream full time. So I decided that before I shave my beard and get a real job, I'm going to give it a crack. I'm going to try to stream full time. I didn't announce it or anything. I didn't say, I'm a full-time streamer now. I just started streaming 40 hours a week. And I did it over and over again, despite not having income. I went into debt. I used my credit card for everything. I went $3,000 at least into debt just from living expenses. And eventually, it turned around. People supported my stream.
My wife thinks I'm having an affair with you because I spent all the money for some guy named Aris. Her words. Feels Beardman.
Big mistake. Anyway, tell your wife I said what's up. Thanks, Cass Superlek. I appreciate it. Muchos Garcias. Anyway, yeah, that's basically what happened, more or less. I've never been a fan of going into debt. I've never liked the idea of borrowing money from anyone. My dad, he was a gambler, addicted to gambling. He lost his whole life gambling. And he lost a lot of friends gambling too, borrowed money from his friends. And because of him, I've never been into borrowing money, right? So I didn't want to borrow money, at that time. So I had a credit card and I figured, you know what? Any business that you start, you have to go into a little bit of debt to get it off the ground, right? And in a lot of ways, it's kind of like a business, right? I mean, it's my job. I'm self-employed on Twitch. So I did it. I was like, you know what? Just fucking do it over and over again. Don't tell people you're going to do it. Don't announce it. If people like it enough, they'll support you. I never, ever wanted to, tell people that this was what I was doing or tell people that I was in debt because I didn't want the support to be not organic. I wanted it to be natural, And that's the way it ended up. That was 2 years ago this month. October 2014, Gio Gotti. That's when I started streaming full time. And this month is the 2-year anniversary. Yeah, I'm happier than I've ever been in my entire life. I think the least happy I've ever been in my entire life was that 1 month. In my entire life, that was the lowest in my happiness level, and now is absolutely the highest. And it's only getting higher. I've never been happier in my entire life. Anyway, I'm going to take a break, Lord Chat. You guys feel like breaking your necks? Because I do.